On Land Beat today, we're talking about water holes, like the one you see here, or the ones you dig a hole and put out a plastic tub to create freestanding water as part of a hunting strategy on your farm. You can weigh out all the pros and cons of each, but I personally prefer water holes that look like this. And how I created this was when I had a dozer here creating the food plot. I told him, I said, give 30 minutes to create a water hole, about a little bit bigger than most swimming pools, and don't do any more than that. So he created this little hole. It's about 2 to 3 foot deep in the middle. Didn't spend much time at all. I think he charged me, this was a couple of years ago before diesel, but $120 an hour. So $60, and he created this. $60 for this is pretty incredible when you compare it to a tub that may cost a couple $100. And then you have to weigh out whether or not it's going to collect water on its own, or you're going to have to put water in it yourself. Personally, my life is far too busy to come out here with a tub filled with water and put water in a plastic tub. So creating these is an incredible tool in their hunting strategy, as well as benefits to multiple species of wildlife. There's lots of insects, amphibians in here, but it's incredibly beneficial to turkeys and deer, which is what most of us really get excited about. And you don't have to do this with just a dozer. I've seen clients use buckets of their tractor and a box blade and just spend several hours scooping it out. Over time, they get a hole big enough to collect water, and there you go. The true feature to make this all work is identifying areas that will collect water or have the soil to hold the water in. So you can't do this in a sandy patch, you can't do this in a lot of rocky ground. But up here in the Ozarks, of course, it's obviously rocky, if you know anything about the Ozarks, but we found areas where the tractor tires would typically sink if we were planting. They would get a little spongy if it was right after a rain, or if we had a heavy rain, we'd just come out and see water collecting on this site. So we knew this site held water, we just scooped it out and made it a little deeper. Now we have an incredibly beneficial feature right in conjunction with a blind. We've got a great switchgrass screen growing up. It's year 2 of that. So we've got huge points pointing in our favor for success each fall right here on this spot. And those spots, a good way to find those spots for us, the ones that get too wet so the food plot doesn't grow real well anyway. So if a food plot's not growing real well, but it will hold water, now we're going to maximize that area, make it something incredibly beneficial rather than being a mediocre part of the food plot.